Hey Scorpios, how y'all doing? We're going to be doing your second half of April general reading here. In your meditation, you know those strainers, like a food strainer that you would use to, like drain pasta or whatever have you? That's what I saw, but I saw it in the form of this river, which started as having like a wide point, and then I saw it narrow down to more of a tributary. Tributary, that's the word, right? Yeah, tributary. And then I saw you straddling this tributary as a lion. Okay, as a lion. And it feels like your filtration system is on point and operating at high capacity. It feels like your editing system is at a high capacity. There is this feeling of being strong and protective, and you are filtering through anything that is not just of your highest and best good, but of those that you love as well. It's almost as if you are being the protector or the filtration system. It's what it keeps coming to me for yourself and those who you love. It's interesting. It's like I see you being this very like hardcore editor where it's like, no, you're not going to get through the line. I'm not going to let you shall not pass. Like it's very Gandalf, right? You shall not pass. That is very much the energy. It feels like that's very much, you're in a position, if you think about lions, right? They very much represent strength and protective and a certain ferociousness when defending themselves or their family. And it really feels like you're in a power position in a really beautiful way. And it feels very strong. I also saw something as well. Moving through this time, right? As time evolves and moves on, it kind of feels like I see this image of your bank with income coming into your bank, but it feels like it's like karmic income, where there's something about this time where you are accruing some sort of karmic wealth that you may or may not be aware of. They're going to come out of this time, and it's going to almost be like you're a luck magnet. It's almost as if who you were going into this time that we're in as a collective is what I'm referring to, right? This collective, tower moment that we've been experiencing. It's like you're going to come out of the other side of it. Things are going to be very different for you in a very positive way. It's like suddenly those who didn't recognize your worth before are going to recognize your worth. Others who didn't care much for, didn't respect your opinion before are going to be soliciting your opinion and your advice and even paying you for it. Like it feels like before you may have had, and this is just the example that's coming to me, before you may have had, it's the difference of having a cult following where it's like a small but dedicated group of people are your biggest fan, and then suddenly everybody gets the word and they're like, oh my God, oh my God. So it's really cool. It feels like you're in this power position where you are becoming an energy magnet to, it's like your filtration, your editing system is so on point. You're not second guessing yourself or doubting yourself, that other people are going to, opportunities are going to be drawn to you on the other side of this because they're drawn to that energy of self-assuredness and protection and power. Look, at the bottom of the deck here, we have the eagle. And you guys are associated with the golden eagle. So I love that. And this is also representative of tower energy too, for me. So I love that is at the bottom there. With that being said, let's see what the animal energy is for Scorpio for second half of April. Okay. Wow. So not a lion, but you got some earth energy here. I really, really like it. So this is so big. I just saw 333 on the timer. This to me equates with the Emperor key in the Tarot, which is so perfect because the Emperor is very much what I would consider to be like a lion, energy as well, where it's protective and self-assured and powerful, and there's no room for second guessing. It's like, even if I'm wrong, I'm moving on instinct and I'm going to be decisive is what this feels like. Right? This is grounded energy. See how these are all the colors of the lower chakra, the root, the solar plexus, the sacral. Like these are colors of the lower chakra, which is really beautiful, which also speaks to being grounded and also things of the 3D realm, right? This is absolutely you for second half of April, and I really like it. Feeling grounded in your power like an emperor. Like an emperor. Almost like a figurehead of strength for you and those who you love. I really like it, actually. All right, what's going on for Scorpio for second half of April? Duh. We got got the Ten of Pentacles here. This is happy home and family. This is abundance. Okay, I just want to point something out. That's what it is traditionally. More earth energy here, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. And you could definitely have some of those in your atmosphere. You're just embodying that energy yourself. But okay, remember what I said about, first of all, these are ancestors on the wall here because it does represent family and ancestry and ancestors as well. Remember how I said it felt like, you know, the emperor and being the head of your own, you know, unit, family, there for those you love, protective, all of that stuff. Remember how I said during this time, it feels like you're accruing some sort of karmic wealth into your bank? And then on the other side of it, it's like everyone else gets the memo about what a high commodity you are, what a precious commodity you are. And then it all starts flowing in. You see how she's just like sleeping, chilling on this luscious red velvet couch with this beautiful tabby cat down here. And this little snowy kitten here. That's really what I was seeing. It's really, really beautiful. I'm telling you, you're in a place of power and you just feel right at home. And it really feels like there's this energy of like, you know, coming out of the other side. And suddenly you're going to have more opportunity and more to do than ever before. I'm just going to say it. It feels the level of someone who wasn't famous to being famous. That's the best example that I can think of. You can take that literally or not, but it really is that kind of similar energy. She actually has 3 cats here, little black cat here. It just feels really important. Yeah, remember when I said emperor energy, head of the family, and these are all ancestors. It really feels like you're being the figurehead and the gatekeeper, kind of. Right. I love it. Ten of Pentacles for my Scorpios. Earth energy, earth energy, earth energy. All over. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, we got justice on the bottom here. Everything being as it should. Everything happening and being as it should be. So you got the 4 of Cups here, which is really funny that this is coming up in this position because first of all, look at that dolphin with a cup on its jaunty little nose. So traditionally speaking, this is things happening really quickly at the point where it's like, oh my gosh, is this like, this is... You know that saying, don't bite off more than you can chew? That's the energy that I'm getting from this key, because do you see his little turtle body here and this little like rat tail? And it's like, I'm of 2 minds. It's a lot coming all at once. Careful what you wish for, I just heard. You know, it's interesting though, because traditionally speaking, this can also speak of a certain level of dissatisfaction with offers coming your way, right? But look at this, it's really interesting. It's like you go to sleep, you're in one energy, and then you wake up and suddenly you're in a place where you're like, oh my God, all these offers. And it's like the best offer for you is right behind you. And I love that we're looking at this oceanscape here for my, you know, my water signs here. Now the dolphin also represents play and youthfulness and children and soulmates. So I'm really hearing here that even though you might have a lot of offers or people or opportunities coming to you, or a lot of ideas even, the one true blue one going off of this dolphin energy here is maybe not the one that will bring you the most immediate money or acclaim or is the quote smart choice, but the one that your gut just says, this is going to make me happiest. This is what I'm most excited about. That's really what it feels like. Okay. Do you see how the body of this turtle, the turtle is actually associated with land and sea? And he's like sitting on a piece of land, like the rock coming out of the sea. It feels like you're straddling 2 spheres here, because remember when I saw the land with like the wide body of water and then it like coming down into a tributary? I really am getting also a specific energy of people around you might be having a bit of a hard time finding their footing. Okay? All right. What else is going on? Scorpio, in it to win it. You got the World key. This is one of my absolute favorite keys. This is the last key in the major arcanas here. This is happy, successful completion of a cycle, of a task, of a mood, of a road. This is beautiful. This is throwing your hat up in the air and going, yeah, so I did it. You know, this is normally, shows all the fixed signs here as well. You know, I really love this, of which you are one. You are a fixed sign as a Scorpio. You know, I really like this for you because, again, we're going back to this energy. Just look at how this is storyboarding. You go from an energy where you're in this time, you're making it, we're not just making it work, but you're like, you know, Jonathan Swifting it, where you're like bigger than your body gives you credit for. It's very 7 of Wands, but like extra strong about it. Where it doesn't feel like as much of an effort. You're in this energy where you're like, you know what, I'm hunkering down. I am the head of my family. Whether you are technically or not, that's what it feels like. okay? And then you're going into this place of like, it's like, you know, while you were sleeping, then you come out at this time and it's like, oh my God, these offers and everything's happening really fast. And I kind of miss my downtime. And I know how that sounds, but that's what I'm getting here. And then it's like you choose the one, or you take the road or the offer or the energy or the point of inspiration that truly gets you most excited in your gut, right? And it leads you to successful. It's like, it's almost this energy of like you accrue this karmic energy bank of yours, right? You choose the one where you don't go with the one that's gonna, you know, even the easiest path, but the one that really, despite its appearances, is gonna fill your heart with joy. And it's like you passed a test of some sort. It's very like, you know, Galadriel, I've passed the test. You know what I mean? Now I can go into the West or whatever the quote is, but it's like you feel very different on the other side of this time, is my point, in a really beautiful way. Not that there's something wrong with you now, honey. You feel real good now with the lion, roar, roar, and all of that, but it really feels like it's going to be a completely new life for you in this new world that I'm clicking into. So, clear fire for Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God, I'm so obsessed. Okay. Hi, Queen of Cups. Hi and hello. Hi and hello. For my beautiful water signs here, this repping yourself here. You know, this is the most psychic, intuitive queen there is. She knows she can get a little overwhelmed by her emotions for sure, but on a good day, she understands that they are a superpower, that your emotions are a superpower because that is what fuels your intuition. Without your emotions being balanced, your intuition will be askew, and that's just what it is. I want to point out the fact that she is definitely wearing a crown, and I feel like, you know, the lion is the king of the jungle, all of that, but I like that it came up as a feminine energy here because it does feel like there, again, with this sleeping and this kind of passive energy here as well, it's like that silent, steady strength. It really feels like you're holding down the fort. I do like that this is depicting her on earth, again in the sea, much like this Four of Cups situation here, right? Telling you your editing system, your filtration system, nothing gets through to you and yours without going through Scorpio first. There's something in your energy that feels like I was made for now. Like it's like you're disallowing any feelings of, you know, doubt or despair or whatever that is to get in the way of you being in your position of. And I say this in a positive way. It feels like you're in a survival mode, but in a very positive way. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like I'm a survivor by Destiny's Child mode, where it's sort of like, not a survivor in the way where it's coming from a place of lack, but it feels like you have got your like gear on and you are just going after it. You know what I mean? You're getting up every day. You're making sure that everything in your surrounding and those you love surroundings is of, you know, the highest and best. You're making sure that you're taken care of, that the people around you are taken care of, that you're the lion right now. That's very much mixed with, you know, the elk and the emperor. You are that energy, right? And it's really, really beautiful. I'm also sensing some really good emotional support for you as well. But again, there's someone else in your energy that really feels like, again, with this water energy here, it really feels like they are vastly benefiting from your support and strength right now. Whether they make that apparent or not, like, you know what I mean? Like, in some cases, I'm like, oh my God, like, you're really, like, saving me right now, Scorpio. Like, being in your presence, I feel like everything's going to be okay, right? But others, it might be a little more subtle, but just trust that you're making a huge difference and impact just by embodying the energy that you are. It is contributing to the, you know, communal energy, collective energy, as it were, and that's a beautiful thing, right? So you just keep doing you. So you got Seven of Swords here for the Four of Cups. I'm really obsessed with this. So guess what? Traditionally, Seven of Swords, that thief in the middle of the daytime card, I call this my self-sabotage key. Remember what I said about going with the choice option or point of direction that is the one that may not look the best on paper or may not pay the most or may, you know, not be the easiest for whatever way or reason, but the one that truly fills your heart with joy and gets you excited? You are cutting through past versions of yourself or past, you know, times when you may have made decisions based on what other people thought was best for you, based on what you, quote, should be doing, based on what's going to pay you the most, based on what is going to make your, family, the most proud of you, whatever that is for you. I'm hearing basing things on how they look, and you're in a place where you're like, no, I'm going to base things on how it feels. Because with what has gone on, with what is going on right now, it's like you're in a place where you're like, you suddenly get this memo that you knew all along, that life is short. And so it's like, you're like, no more of the bull or the, no more nonsense. I'm living for me. I'm going with what feels right, because it's like, you're the death key. You always knew this, but there's something about it now where maybe a fear you had around death or a fear you had around endings, whether that's endings of, like breakups or ending cycles, or anyone who has had a resistance to change or difficulty with change, that is not going to be the case any longer. Because it's like, if you had an issue with change, and a lot of us do, right? We're human, right? This whole situation is inoculating us against that in the future. In a way, you can look at it that way. It's like, oh, I had a problem with change, and then everything changed really quickly. And now it's like, okay, done. Now I'm moving on, and I'm realizing that every day really is a gift, and I'm going to live only for me. Because if tomorrow isn't promised, why am I going to choose anything that doesn't fill my heart with joy? I don't care how much it pays or what it looks like or what anybody else thinks. You could be changing career paths. You could be changing homes. You could be, I feel like you are really at a point where you are going after what you really, really want. Stunning. Yeah. Cutting ties. You see that rope? Cutting ties from anything or anyone or any aspect of yourself. You're just like over. You're just like, you know what? Life is precious. Next. Let's see what this world key has to say. Oh, my Lord. 2 for 1, and I really like it. Somebody has cats. All these cats here, these different decks. So you got the 2 of Cups with the Knight of Cups. Scorpio. Why? Why are you giving me such life? I really love this 2 of Cups. Remember when I said that there's someone else in your, it's a lot of earth and water here. A lot of earth and water here. You don't have any earth keys technically, but that elk is a strong earth energy, and I saw the lion. Well, you actually do. You have 10 of Pentacles, but a lot of earth and water. I'm also hearing self-defeating thoughts, or thoughts that have been on a loop about inner judge, maybe even things people told you about yourself that you believed. Now you're like, oh my God, that was just a script. That wasn't real. 2 of Cups. Oh, is that a lion? Oh my God, hello. Yes, lion, rah, rah, Scorpio, I'm living for it. The 2 of Cups traditionally speak, and these are 2 snakes too, which I love too, for you, which represents healing and transformation. Traditionally speaking, this is 2 souls coming together with 2 already full cups coming together to create an even bigger cup, which is like, the Ace of Cups, which precedes it, right? I really love this for you. This is really being, I'm telling you, okay, regardless of your gender, it doesn't matter. Regardless of your energy, it doesn't matter. I am seeing the Scorpio collective as the lion, as this, energy right here, as this masculine energy here, masculine presenting energy, right? That's what I'm feeling here. Because it's like they're coming to you, and it's like in your arms, in your comfort, in your, safe place, in your haven. That's what I'm really feeling here. And I really love it. What is that song? I'm hearing the song, I think it's called like In Your Arms by Elbow, by the band Elbow, I think. Anyway, Knight of Cups, in your arms, world, do your worst. Wow, world, do your worst. But it feels happy though, like, Knight of Cups here. This is about doing what you love with whom you love to do it. So you could be partnering with someone you love or that's close to you around this new road, creative idea, etc., etc. But do you see how this jaunty horse has 1 hoof up, about to step into the waters of the unknown? Do you see that I'm seeing pretty much what I saw in my meditation? About the body of water being at a wide point and filtering down to a narrow point right here. Interesting, no? Very interesting. I really feel like you're coming out of this time doing little else but following your heart, following what truly fills you with passion from a place of instinct. Because you've really gotten the memo of what your home key of the death key is really about. Right? The release, the ending, so that new life emerges. better life emerges. And that's what this is. Scorpio. Ain't worried about you. Let's get an oracle. I feel like getting an earth oracle. It just feels very earthy. Someone's spending a lot of time in a garden as well, or outside with plants, garden. It's very transformative. It's very good, very good. Okay, let's see what the oracle is from us, Scorps. Second half of April. You are kidding me. Okay, yeah, this one too. Okay, I can't right now. I can't right now. You got island solitude. You understand the gag, right? Why I'm laughing right now. I just saw 2022, by the way. 222. I mean, hi, this is like hilarious. First of all, I did see you guys spending time outside or in a garden or with plants or having that ground earthy energy here. Remember when I said that it's kind of like you were built for this time and you're rising to the occasion? Do you see the parallel as well with this Four of Cups sitting on this kind of island surrounded by water? See the earth in the middle of the water? You are the grounding influence for yourself and those around you. This time of solitude, back to this sleeping Alice here. It's like you're going from this one place of solitude and being in this energy and using it for the benefit that it has to give you. And then when you come out of it, it's going to be like, shoom. Right? I really feel like a good group of you guys are seeing this as a gift and using it to your advantage, and I rather like it. You're going to be rewarded on the other side of this because of how you use this time, and you've not forgotten the memo that you are still, you know, a vibrational match to everything that comes to you. So you're like, your vibration is changing. What comes to you is going to be different for the better, depending on the shift within your own vibration, right? Law of attraction, right? And then I'm so obsessed. Gaia, nurturing, we're just talking about being outside or in the garden or being connected with nature and grounded. Gaia, nurturing. Remember when I said that you're the emperor? Remember when I said that this energy here is what you felt like someone coming into your arms? Then we have Gaia, which is the great nurturer, right? She is Mother Nature. She is Mother Earth. That's what it is, right? Look at this blooms in abundance. I'm completely obsessed with this for you. Is that a river with like that? Back to this river situation. Oh my God. Can you see that? It's like narrow up top and then becomes wider. In my meditation, I saw it wide and then become narrow. You're making the most out of what you have right now, and I'm completely obsessed with it, Scorpio, and I'm living for it. I like it a lot. Look at all these animals. Look at all these animals that are depicted here. Stag, bear, horses, polar bear. Just absolutely stunning. And these rainbow colors here too. I absolutely love this for you. I'm also hearing Ireland. Ireland. I just saw this picture the other day that popped up on, it was like a screensaver on my television. And it was a new one I hadn't seen before. And it was a picture of somewhere called the Copper Coast in Ireland. And it had like a big rainbow. So that just came to mind. That could be special significance, rainbows or Ireland. But also it's like using all of the tools at your disposal to create your best reality, right? So I really love it. Ooh, dolphins. Back to the dolphins here too. That soulmate energy. I love it. All right, my beautiful Scorpios, what else is there to say? I absolutely love this for you. Thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.